I was once a novice like you, and of course, it cost me a lot, but the one which is more painful was when I lost a $25,000 account because of the 5% rule. Now, this 5% rule isn't something that is uncommon. It is really common. In fact, it is stated on the website. But is it actually stated on the website? This is something people really do not understand, but the prop firm are not ready to explain it. Why? Because it is part of their game. Now, it is not from the side of the prop firm, but from the side of the traders who neglect to read these articles that are being sent out by the prop firm. Prop firms are going to give their rules, but because of the eagerness, and I would classify it as greed, of traders, we really want to get maximum profit from little investment. Like they say, money makes money, but you're not ready to use that money to make the money that you really want. I'm going to be uncovering a lot of things in this video and how you can avoid them so you don't fall victim that I did in the past year.
What is drawdown actually? Drawdown, this is a set limit prepared by the prop firm to the trader on how to trade and manage his funds or her funds. What does this mean? You can have a 100K account, but the drawdown limit is only 10%. What does that mean? You have $10,000 to your name. Now, you don't have the 100K such as it would have been if it were to be a broker account, but you have only 10K, which is 10%. Now, that is an overall drawdown, but people tend to forget that there is a daily drawdown, and that is where they tend to have the mistake, and then they lose the account. Now, a drawdown can be in two ways, which you need to understand so you avoid it. We have the 5% daily drawdown and we have the 10% daily drawdown. Now, once you have this 10% and the 5% daily drawdown, let me give you the scope on how to avoid blowing your account in a day, thereby losing 5%, but instead you have the whole 10% to your name. Now, I know so many traders who have blown their account only on the 5% daily drawdown, and they'll be like, okay, I lost 5% today. Okay, probably tomorrow I have another 5%. No, you've blown the account. They said, do not lose 5%. Don't lose 5% in a day, which means you have 10% totally, but don't lose 5% today. Now, this rule is quite trickish. You're not losing 5% in a day. That doesn't mean you don't have the whole 10%. It means you shouldn't get to that 5% threshold. You shouldn't get to that 5% threshold, because once you do, you're already telling us that you're not a disciplined trader to listen and pay attention. Now, this is what happens. You might be asking yourself, how do I not get to 10% when they say I shouldn't break the 5% rule? This is what they mean. They said, don't lose 5%. And in a 100K account, 5% is $5,000. Now, let us say $5,000 is what? 5%. Now, this is 5%, right? Now, we have 10K, but they said don't lose 5% in a day. Now, what does this mean? It means that you can actually lose $4,000, $990, which is 4.99%. You can lose this in a day and you're good. Now, what does this bring us to? It means tomorrow you can have your 6% still waiting for you, or your 5.1% still waiting for you, because you followed the rule of not losing the 5% in a day. This is really, really tricky. This is something that people really do not understand. Yes, I fell victim for it. The time I was trading my Forex fund, a 5K account with my Forex fund, trust me, I knew that this could be a trap, but I don't know what to do. As time goes on, I tend to learn more, and you can see what happened. That is why I am here telling you out of experience that if you lose 5% in a day, 5% means you're bound to losing that account. And the remaining 5%, which is supposed to be an overall drawdown, is gone. But if you listen to me and you don't lose 5%, instead, if you want to take a very big risk, instead of losing $5,000, you can lose $4,000 for the day. which means you are left with $6,000 tomorrow. And if you have that $6,000, you know what you can do with it. If you lose $4,000 today, you can still lose another 4K tomorrow, and you still have 2K, all right? But then have it in mind that $10,000 is your total threshold for risk management. If you blow it, you're done. But this scope that I've given you right now will make you aware of not trying to surpass that 5% in a day. Because if you do it, guess what? You are going to leave the remaining 5% for them. And the next day could be the day you're going to see your perfect A+ setup and your account is gone. Tell me in the comment section, have you ever blown your personal account or a prop firm account a day before you see the highest A++ setup in your strategy? How do you feel? It is really, really mind-blowing, and it is extremely heartbreaking. This happened to me as well. The day I was actually trying to get that certificate, a day before that, Euro USD was about to buy to the upside. And then I sent out the trade to the Telegram community, which you can join the Telegram community as well by using the link in the description or commenting the word Telegram, and you're going to get an access to the Telegram community. We are over 1,000 subscribers right now, so you might want to join us because there is something good waiting for you. And then I was looking for Euro USD to buy, and guess what? Euro USD actually bought, but I did not enter the trade. Why? The market went when the trade is not in session yet. What does that mean? It means that I usually place my trades from 8 o'clock upward to 4 p.m., which means I don't surpass 4 p.m. Once it is 4 p.m., I don't look for any opportunity again. And the time right now is 2:44. So I can still enter a trade as at the time I'm recording this video. But then, once it is 4 p.m., no more trade. Once it is 8 a.m., that is when I start to look for opportunities. All right? So now, what happened? I tend to miss out on that trade because the trade started by like 7. But guess what? I held my cool and I waited for GBP USD the next day. And before God and man, GBP USD, I gave the analysis out on Instagram, on Telegram, on Discord, which you can join if you use the link in the description. And then I sent it out. On the 24th of January 2025, I entered for a buy, GBP USD, and it rallied all the way, 75 pips in profit. But of course, I was already close to passing the challenge. I don't need the 75 pips. I just took only, I think, 30, 40 pips, and I was done for the day, and I passed the challenge and got the certificate. I've been a funded trader for a long while now, and I've been trading with FUNDEDNEXT. Why? Because they've done me good, and I will really, really vouch for them. You can use the link in the description to grab a FUNDEDNEXT account and get a 120% return on investment when you are trying to get your refund after you've gotten your payout. That will be a life-changing opportunity if you take advantage right now using the link in the description. So if you follow this 5% rule and this 10% maximum drawdown, you are not going to blow your account before you finish your leverage. Don't be like me in the early stage. Instead, be like me now. And also, better. Let's get you guys. And I'm going to see you in the next one because we are cooking something that would help a lot of people get funded. The PEG strategy is live, but then something even more stronger than the PEG strategy, better and open-minded to granting you the knowledge, the psychology, and the best discipline mindset to achieve not just your own certificate, but your payout, also another funded certificate, and becoming a profitable trader. This program will change lives. And I like the fact that you're watching me today. It shows that you really want to change your life. So turn on the post notification, join the Telegram community because I'm going to be dropping more updates about what is coming, and I'm sure you would love it. Let's get you guys. It is about time we make a long list of funded traders in Nigeria and of course beyond Nigeria. Let's get to it.